Hey there, and welcome to the sixth and final lesson in this course, How to Draw Darth Maul. So we're going to start by drawing in the eyes for the character's face. We're going to actually focus on drawing a more dynamic pose of this character, okay? So with the hand in front, holding the dual lightsaber, and the hand in the back, just sort of pushed out in the background. So let's start with the eyes. We start on the top of our page with the eyes. So starting on the left side, we'll draw a circle. Go from the top all the way to the bottom. Now we're not going to color in the pupil or the highlight on the top. We're actually going to draw a dot in the center here. So we're going to start by drawing a circle in the middle and just coloring that in black. We're going to move over to the right side and draw the same thing. So starting at the top, we're going to draw a circle, and then we're going to draw the pupil in the center. So a circle and then coloring that in black. Okay, so now that we got that, let's get into the nose. We're going to draw a little pattern. So he's got a lot of facial patterns. So we're going to start in the center here, drawing a V shape in the middle of his face, and we're going to take those 2 points on the ends and come down to a point in the center. So we're going to come down here and draw a point. I'm going to take the ends and just curve into that point, go to the outside on the right and curve to that point on the right, and we'll color all this in black. Okay, now that we got the nose, let's get into the big pattern around the eyes. So above the left eye here, I'm just going to go from the top, just above the eye, and curve to the inside. From here, we're going to go along the outside with a curve. So curving to the outside. From here, I'm going to swoop down and curve out to the bottom. And then from this inner part, I'm going to come down and in. So swooping over to the left side, we're going to connect those 2 points with a curve. So just going up towards the eyeball and then back down. Let's go ahead and color all that in black. Okay, we got the left side. Let's go to the right and draw the exact same thing, starting with this inner curve. Starting in the front and curving up to the top. I want to try to make sure we get the same height on the top, and then coming down to the side. We'll curve down on the side, and we'll swoop around to that point there, and then we're going to draw the inside, the inner part, coming down to the bottom, and then connecting those 2 points with a curve, and we'll go ahead and color all that in black. And the great thing about working with a Sharpie is that if you make a mistake while you're coloring in, like if the left side were bigger than the right side, you can always go in and just fix that, and it always looks seamless. So sit back, take a look, and just make sure everything is balanced out here. And you can see that this part down here is a little bit thicker than the left. So I'm just going to go back here and just thicken the tip of the left side, and everything else looks like it's pretty balanced. Okay, so now that we got that, let's get down to the chin. So we want the chin to be quite high. We're going to draw the bottom edge of the face, starting from the temples. So I'm going to put a point just left of that eye there, so that detail there, and on the right. These are going to be the temple lines. These are going to curve down towards my chin. So I'm going to put my finger down towards the chin, take this little point on the left, and just curve towards my finger, and we're going to curve around. I want to make sure that I aim for that side on the right. It's like that. I kind of missed it a little bit. That's okay because we're going to put these little sockets in here. Up here on the left, I'm going to draw a backwards C. On the right, I'm going to do sort of like a C shape there. Okay, so we kind of fix that detail there. Let's go over here and draw a horn. So starting from the top, we're going to curve up and to the left. From that point, we're going to curve in towards that bottom. On the right, we're going to curve up, and then at the bottom, we're going to just curve and connect that point. Okay, so you see that it looks like the horns are stuck into the actual head. Let's go back to the face and draw in some detail. So for the mouth, we're going to locate the mouth right here. So we're just going to draw a curve from left to right, a little curve like this, and then we're going to locate the bottom lip. So just under here, we're going to do a short little curve that's pointing upwards. From here, let's go above this mouth and draw a curve from left to right, just above the mouth. And then from here on the left side, we're going to curve down and leave a gap on the bottom. So left and right side. On the inside, the edge of the mouth, I'm just going to curve and just tuck that in to the chin. And then underneath this lip line, we're going to draw an upside down V, like a point. Go ahead and color this all in black. And then around the mouth, we're just going to take these points on the end and just curve to the outside. So just out here, we'll just curve. And on the right, we'll just curve. We're going to color all this area in black. Okay, so we've got the bottom of the face. Let's get into a little bit more detail here. So these two little stripes that come out from the nose. So starting just on the side of the nose here, I'm going to draw a curve going down. From this point, I'm just going to curve up. We just want to thicken this up in the middle area right here. Okay, so we're just going to taper so it gets thicker in the middle, and this goes to a point on the top and bottom. Let's do the same thing here. So just curving down and curving out. We'll go ahead and thicken up that center point, and it goes out to a point on the left and right. Okay, so we got that. Let's get up to the top of the head. From these 2 points on the horns, I'm going to curve all the way to the top of the head. So right here is where the top of the head will be. So I'm just going to put a point right there. From the side, this corner of the horn, I'm just going to curve. I'm going to aim for that point at the top, and then we're going to curve around and just meet up with the right side. So that point right there. Okay, from here, let's draw on some horns. So up here, I'm going to locate 2 more horns, just like I did over here, but they're going to be tucked in behind the curve of the head. So starting on the left side, I'm going to curve up, and I'm going to curve this back down. Let's go to the right side and draw the same thing. So starting at the top, we'll curve up, and then we curve this right back down. Let's go to the center. We're going to draw a horn right in the middle. To make the horn look like it's sort of facing forward, we're going to go to the top and draw a point. Okay, and leaving a little gap there. We're going to make this look like a raindrop. Curve down to round out the bottom, and then back up to the point at the top. We're going to do another one in between that horn and this horn here. So right here, I'm going to draw the edge. So here's the front edge. It's like a curve. It's almost like a half circle. From this point, I'm going to curve up in the opposite direction. From there, I'm going to curve right in to blend into that bottom on that side. Let's do the same thing on the right side. So right here, I want to draw the inner part of the curve first. Like that. Go to the top, and we'll reverse that curve, going upwards, and then taking that point and curving right into that curve. From here, we're going to take the center point here and draw a straight line down the face, coming down, but we're not going to hit the nose. We're going to stop right about there. From this point, we're going to draw a diamond. So going out on both sides, kind of looks like an arrow, and then going up. We're going to color that all in black. Let's go just above that and draw it again. So we're going to go out, and then we're going to come back in and color all this in black. Let's do this one more time. So we're going to leave a little gap here. We're going to draw that diamond up at the top, coloring that in black. Now up here, we're going to surround this horn with a little detail. So starting at the top of the head, right just above that point, we're going to curve around and come to a point. On the right side, we'll do the same thing. So coming around and coming down to a point right on that line. And we'll color everything else in black. Now from here, let's do some detail around these horns on the side. So what we want to do is go up. We're going to draw almost like a raindrop around this horn. So starting up here, we're going to curve around that horn and just kind of swirl around, and we're going to tuck this in behind the horn like that. We're going to imagine this curve going up, and we're going to meet up with that point. Let's go ahead and color everything in black. Now we're going to take that same thing and do the opposite side. So we're going to go up to a point here. We're going to curve into that horn. We're going to go in the opposite direction now. We're going to go around the horn, swerve in, and then back up to that point. Go ahead and color all this in black. Okay, now that we got that, let's get into the final part, and that's the little scribble that goes down towards the eye. This could be anything you want. It doesn't have to match exactly how I do it, but I'm going to start from this side here. I'm going to go out. I'm going to come down at an angle towards the nose, and then we're going to do a little hook that goes up. From here, we're going to swoop down towards one of the diamonds, and we'll swoop in the opposite direction into the eye. We'll go ahead and make this thick. We're just going to go and just trace over and make that 2 or 3 times thicker all the way around. And just kind of fill that in and go right into that eye. Let's take that and do the opposite side here. So I'm going to start at the tip down here, the angled line. I'm going to go in. So you kind of want to look at this like a mirror. I'm going to go up and in. Now from here, I want to swoop in like that. So we're just mirroring this over. From here, we're going to curve into the eye. Let's go ahead and thicken that up. We got that. One final detail. We're going to draw the little curves on the side just above the eye. So we're going to draw a curve. We're going to go up on the left side and then curve that right to a point in the front. Color that in black. Let's do the same thing up here. So curving out, up on the side, and then curving that to taper in the center. Okay, now this final part of the head, let's draw the ears, but these are essentially black. So we're just going to go up to the horn here and just draw a curve into the head on both sides. Go ahead and color all that in black. Okay, so we got the head, probably the most difficult part of this drawing. Let's get into the body. So like I said, I'm going to draw the hand in the front, holding the double saber, and one hand in the back, kind of like he's getting ready to battle. So the first thing we're going to draw is a thing that's drawn on top first, which is going to be the fist here. Okay, so I'm going to draw the hand coming across from this side, holding the saber. So let's start on this side here. I'm just going to draw a line coming down. This is just the edge of the finger. From here, I'm going to draw a box going out on both sides. And then from these two sides, I'm just going to round that out. This is just the end of the lightsaber. Let's go over here. We're going to move over from the end on the left and just round out one finger. Okay, so we're just doing a curve like this. We're going to overlap and do a second finger. And then the third one, we're going to curve around. Now we're just going to go over the top of the hand, just leave a little gap like that. Under here, I'm going to have to draw on a thumb. So I'm just going to start from the second middle finger and just do a curve and pull that right into that finger there. From here, let's draw on the arm coming in. So from on the top here, I'm just going to curve towards the elbow. And then from here, just about halfway down this curve, I'm just going to curve up. Just going to leave a little gap there. From behind here, we're going to draw a curve going out and underneath that chin. Okay, so we got the arm. Actually, you could probably draw a separation here for the glove. So we're going to go up here and draw a separation curve like that. From here, let's go on this side and draw a line, kind of in line with that side there. And again here, this is the opposite side of the staff or the handle. Going to round out that end. Now we're going to draw 2 lightsaber lines coming out. Now you can use a ruler if that makes it easy for you, but I'm going to freehand this. So I want to follow that same line going straight across. So I'm just going to take my time, try to draw a line across the top, and then a line across the bottom. A little bit wobbly there, that's okay. And we'll curve that end. Let's go to this side here. We're going to draw that same thing. We're going to draw a straight line, going across. Try to make it the same length. Here. Go along the bottom. Draw a straight line across. And then we're going to cap it off by rounding out the tip. Okay, from here, let's draw in the front of the body. So we're going to have to turn the body a little bit this way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a curve from the chest around like this. Okay, so it looks like the body's aimed that way. Let's draw the sides of the collar. So up here on the left side, we're going to draw a curve like this. And over here, we're going to draw a curve in that same direction. In the center, we're going to draw a V. So up here, we go to the center. So you can see in between these two lines, there's a center point. From there, I'm just going to curve up. And we'll just draw a little collar. From in between, just draw a little curve like that. Let's draw the arm in the back. So here, just going to draw a simple curve. Starting from the chin, right here, we're going to curve around and tuck this in underneath. Now this is that baggy sleeve. Now from here, we're going to come down a bit and draw the upper forearm. And then down here, we're going to draw the lower forearm, just coming in like that. Now we're going to draw in some fingers. Let's start with the pinky here. So we're going to draw a curve going around and in. Let's draw a second finger. So we're going to curve around and in. Last finger, we're going to curve around and then come in the opposite direction. This is going to go out to the thumb. This, we're going to round this out and just tuck that in underneath that sleeve or that forearm there. Okay, so we've got the arm. Let's get into the rest of the body. We're going to draw that hanging flap that comes down first. Okay, so let's draw the waistline first. So here, where this shirt comes down, we're going to have to pull this in behind that thumb just to make it disappear. This line is going to come in too. So you're just going to go back and just fill in all the little gaps as we go. Here, let's draw the flap. I'm going to curve down on the left and curve down. So you can see that it's going wider as we get out towards the bottom, and then connect these 2 points with a curve. From here, I'm going to draw the legs. The pants on the top are quite baggy, so I'm going to start up here and just round out and curve this in to that flap. On this side here, curve in the opposite direction like this. Let's draw the inner part of the legs first. So up here in this corner, it's going to curve down towards the heel on both sides, just like this. And let's draw on the bottom of the shoe. We'll draw from the toe to the heel. Over here, we'll draw from the toe to the heel. Now we're going to round out the top of the shoe, the top of the boot. So curving in. This side will curve in. And then up here, we're just going to taper in underneath that pant. So there's a little bit of an overlap going on there. Just like that. Let's draw in the sole. Draw a curve for the sole here. Now if you want, you can draw the flaps on the back. So on the side here, there's actually 2 flaps that go behind the body. So from this point, I'm going to curve out and in and up. So it's like a little wave. It goes out, in, and then out. From these points, I'm just going to curve that into that leg on both sides. And that's pretty much it. There we have it. There's Darth Maul. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. I hope you enjoyed this course. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.